Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wingcat Sports. And it's Lions pregame. Lions are playing the Ravens this week on Monday Night Football. Not the easiest game for them. The Ravens are favored by 4.5, and they are giving the Ravens a 56% chance to win this game. It really could go. I'm not going to say really could go either way, but I'm not going to rule out the Lions in this one. But this is one where, it's going to be pretty difficult for them to win.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't think any of us penciled this in even before the season started. It's in Baltimore. Should be nice weather. Should be really nice weather for them. So that shouldn't be a concern. But, it's also a game where the Lions have to sit there and say, hey, no one expects us to do anything. Let's give our best effort. Let's see what happens. Maybe the offense could put up 40 points.
Maybe.
Buffalo did.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I said, maybe you could keep up with them in a shootout kind of thing. I think it's going to be hard for our defense to stop.
It's going to be
Lamar Jackson,
yes.
but
it has to be a very high scoring game. Now, bright side, but not really bright side, but bright side for the Lions. The Ravens are expected to be without a pretty big piece with Kyle Van Noy being injured.
Okay.
So that is a big piece on their defense that's not going to be there. We are potentially going to be, I don't know, I haven't really heard much on the news of Marcus Davenport. They say he should be ready for next week.
He's not a big piece on our defense.
He's not a big piece, but, he's still somebody.
I like Mohamed. I like Mohamed better than I like Davenport.
But overall,
I don't care if Davenport comes back at all.
Either way. That'd be the only bigger name I would say. Nowaske, Vaki, Zylstra, Jamarco Jones are all out. Jones is out for the year. So I don't know why I mentioned his name. But three of the guys are expected to even be ready for September 22nd. So really you're going to be without Zylstra, who's not going to be back until October 20th, according to ESPN. That could always be wrong.
We got Brock Wright.
I'm fine with Brock Wright. I like Brock Wright.
Brock Wright.
He has a TD. He has one more TD than Sam Laporta.
He's a very reliable tight end.
Very reliable TD, too. I'm fine with having him. But either way, this game is going to be a pretty big, I will say it's be a big game for the Lions, because if you can sneak out a win here, that really changes what you're looking at future-wise, because with what has happened, you should win your next two games after this one, being that now the Bengals are without Joe Burrow.
Right. Well,
and you take advantage of your division being hurt, though we'll see how well Carson Wentz plays in Minnesota, because Carson Wentz is Minnesota's backup.
Right. I Carson Wentz, I wish we would have signed him. I think he'll do fine. He's a borderline number one quarterback. I think getting in the right situation, Carson Wentz can surprise people. He has the ability, he has the talent. I don't know. I don't think Minnesota should have to worry too much.
No, I think Carson Wentz might keep them competitive, but I'm just saying for the sake of what we're looking at, really looking ahead on your schedule with currently how teams are being played, this is a big game, because if you can sneak a win out of here, you should beat the Browns, you should beat the Bengals. We'll see if the Chiefs wake up because they're 0-2 right now and they're kind of struggling.
I'm not afraid of the Chiefs. I'll tell you
with
that.
How they're playing right now, that might be a pretty big game for the Lions too, because that was another one a lot of us on our schedules kind of run off. Game? It is. It's a Sunday night. I might be
Sunday night in Arrowhead, right?
I might be back in time for my trip.
In Arrowhead.
It's in Arrowhead.
In Arrowhead, a return.
I might be back from my Pittsburgh trip by that time. I'll probably be leaving earlier in that day, so I'll probably be back here in time to watch that game.
Way to go. And that'll be fun.
And then, again, you're kind of into that end of your, oh my God, are we going to be able to make it out of the schedule alive? Because after the Chiefs, you play the Bucs at home, which could go either way. Then you got the Vikings again without that. JJ should be back by then.
I just think it's very important, if by if we can pull out a victory in Baltimore, oh my God, I think that would be huge.
You have a chance to win your next three after that pretty easily.
But it's not a must win.
It's not a must win, but if you could sneak it, that is going to be huge on the year, because that is a big win for you. and you could end up, everyone's freaking out. We lost the first game to Green Bay. You could end up 4-1 at the end of by the time you play the Chiefs.
Right.
And even before that, you might end up 5-1 after the Chiefs when you're hosting the Bucs, who just beat.
I heard there's a rumor going around that we're trading Goff for Baker Mayfield.
No. Stop trying to start stuff.
I heard, like I said, Valenti was talking about, and I agree with him. I think Baker Mayfield was a great on our team, but
that's not going to happen.
Another discussion.
It's not going to happen. You're not trading Goff. You're just going to move on after you draft somebody. You're not going to trade for a QB at all in the future. Brad Holmes ain't going to do that. But either way, like I said, big game for the Lions in general. If they can somehow sneak a win, like we've said, it's huge.
And they could.
They could. They're good enough. They can. If this isn't if last week was an awakening of the team, there's a very good chance they could beat them. I'm not going to say they are. I think we're both in the same boat. We're saying that they're probably going to lose this week, but I don't think hopefully it's not a blowout. Last time they played there, it was a blowout. I'm going to say it's going to be closer this time. But it's going to be a higher scoring game. I'm going to go like 35-30 Baltimore.
Okay, so I'm being honest here and not as a fan. It's going to be high scoring.
Yeah, it's going to be high scoring.
I'm going to say 38-35 Detroit.
Oh, I thought you were going to go with Baltimore.
A last-second field goal by Jake.
I'm going with Baltimore this week. Usually that has boded well in the past when I say we're going to lose. We usually win. I say we're going to lose this week.
Yeah.
There's no part of me who can pull out and be realistic and be like the Lions have a chance. 9 times out of 10, I think Baltimore wins this game. So, and it's not saying the Lions aren't good. I just think, we haven't played it well against Baltimore these past few times we played them. And I don't think our luck's going to change this year against them.
No.
But maybe if you play them in a Super Bowl, then it could change.
Hey, it's just one game.
But it's just one game right now. Just play it. I'm going to go with the Ravens though on this one. We'll end it here. If you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think is going to happen this game. And until next time, see everybody soon.